doing there?
Is he spanking the monkey?
Oh, it's a good answer, but it's not right. No, he was having a quick hand shandy.
They could have been spanking the monkey. There'd have been a monkey being spanked, and you wouldn't have got it.
Now, it's interesting that I wondered what the catchphrase was.
What?
When they made that hideous...
Have you explained this? We didn't explain it. There was actually a thing on a Right on the Night. I didn't see it.
No, let me explain. Yeah,
Go on.
It'll Be Right on the Night.
Steve's going to explain it.
Because you don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what I mean? I'm nominating myself, Gervais, because you've got no idea.
That's fair enough.
Only It'll Be Right on the Night.
No, go on, do it, seriously, because they get annoying.
I can't be wanted to go on, really.
No, come on!
All I'm saying is...
Did we do a pop competition or not?
Shut up a minute.
Go on.
Dennis Norden's there, he's saying, if you're one of those people...
Yeah.
And he says something like, anyway, here's an episode of blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so you see the Mr. Chips, he's up to no good or whatever on the big monitor screen, and Roy Walker's there saying, say what you see. And for some reason, because of the computer graphics, it looks as though Mr. Chips is having a quick...
It looks like he's masturbating.
It does, I'll be honest with you.
I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, I just said to Emma, I wonder what the actual catchphrase was they were looking for. Yeah. And she went and made a phone call, and she found out. What was it?
No, what a giveaway.
That's a Freudian slip.
It was,
She's forgotten.
Snake charmer.
Snake charmer.
Which is basically the same thing.
Hold on, that's a good euphemism.
I know it is.
They've come up with a great... Yeah.
But what
I've got to go and charm a snake.
Yeah. What I like is the fact that she could go out and make a phone call and get that answer.
Okay, we could give her challenges.
Yeah, just little tasks. If we get people to phone in and say, I remember an old episode of Coronation Street, 1972.
Yeah.
I think somebody, do you know what I mean? And she'll go off and make a call, and we'll sort it out.
Or is it sort of challenge Emma?
Challenge Emma.
That's good, isn't it?
Who's she phoning?
Who is she phoning?
01715802000.
I'll tell you something that always confused me. I know the answer now, though, but I could not for the life of me work out why this was a good saying. You can't have your cake and eat it. Why not? What is the point?
What does that... I don't know what it means.
Well, it means you can't have eaten your cake and then still have it whole in front of you.
Right.
Wise words. Mr. Chips there, what he's doing, he's picking up male chickens and sucking them. Say what you see. Well, we've got an ad break now. Did we do a pulp competition?
I can't remember. For the life of me. Should we do another one?
Well, no, but then what if someone who's entered... Well, they haven't won, obviously.
Well, no.
Do another one. Do something else. 0171 580 2000. What? Then you could be going to pulp. What?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
You've got us out of that particular
look, after the break, right, there's a Virgin promo thing, don't mention the adverts. I'm going to play a classic by the Smiths, I'll tell you what it is. It's Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others, right? But what worries me is it sort of starts and it fades away and then comes back in again. And it worries me when I play this, because they probably think that I can't use the desk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it'd be terrible. It'd be terrible that if people got the wrong idea, Gervais, thought you were incompetent.
Yeah.
Tosser. There was an article in The Guardian, Gervais, on that Friday, and it was about 2 pages long, and it said basically that Morrissey's a little bit odd. Well done. 2 pages. The guy wrote that, probably got $1,000 or something.
We got a... yeah, I know.
That's money for old rope.
Eh? Get him out, he's putting me off with his hair.
Yeah. Get out, would you?
There's a bloke in here with strange orange hair just fiddling around. Emma, is my producer, who's this bloke?
Yeah, get him out.
No, publicly embarrass him. No, don't hide. Emma, go in there, get him out.
Who?
Say his name, he's hiding now.
Ian.
Gervais,
Yeah,
it's not
Ian.
Good radio.
Eh?
It's not great radio, this. to exercise your personal psychological demons on air. It's not fun. Do you know what I mean? That's all this stuff about you phoning up your mum. All right, that might be useful and interesting to you.
Yeah.
All right?
The psychiatrist gave me some money off a bill, though.
We don't care.
The winner is Roy Roberts. That's a good name. He won the pulp tickets for his idea that the worst lyric was... Look who's banging around. What is this? Amateur night.
Kettle, chicken, Gervais, pot, black.
Everyone out of the studio that shouldn't be here? Good. This is a professional organisation. People wandering in, banging. There's bits of paper here that's in, like, green biro. I want things typed. Do you know what I mean? I don't want anyone in here who isn't giving it 100%.
Gervais?
I'm leaving. Got to stop that there.
That's
sorry.
crazy.
No, wait. That's Supergrass and Nenny. This is how up on music Steve is. He went, it's sticking. Gervais, it's sticking. I've got to start it again now.
Isn't it? How am I supposed to know? I've never heard the track before.
Right. Okay,
I can't believe you disrespected me on something like that. That's so unfair.
I've embarrassed you, haven't I?
I don't know the ins and outs of YMCA, so I'm not a music aficionado.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you ask me any question on somebody credible, right?
Like,
credit to the nation.
Discotheques.
Credit to the nation. Who the hell needs credit to the nation? Cheers, lads. Thanks very much. Well done.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Take a little bit of Nirvana, right? Stick there. They all run onto the dance floor at the Camden Palace, and they have to come off again.
It's Nirvana. It's not Nirvana. It's a rap thing.
I'm embarrassed now.
Sort of rap track.
Quick, do some ironic dancing.
I was thinking about that the other day. Tracks which use the riffs from really great songs. Which are just terrible. And what are they thinking?
There's a show in that.
There's that one that had...
Am I going to play Supergrass or not?
What was it?
By the way, the Pulp winner, Roy Roberts, right, and his horse Trigger, he won because he said, Duran Duran, you're about as easy as a nuclear war. Do you remember that one? Please tell me now. And Will sent in one of my favourites of all time. It's Spandau Ballet. She used to be a diplomat, but now she's down the laundromat.
Brilliant.
That is lovely, isn't it?
That's the problem with so many of these lyrics. It's simply because people want to rhyme stuff.
Yeah.
They want to rhyme to things,
yeah.
So they end up with cod lyrics like that. You see, you don't get that with... Like, I let rappers off, but it's people like Duran Duran they just make me...
That's funny, because I sort of let off New Romantics, because it wasn't about anything, was it, really? It was about the clothes, Steve.
It was all... I wasn't there.
It was about showing out. You know what I mean?
I wasn't there, mate.
Okay, this is Supergrass and Lenny. I've cleaned the CD off. It should be all right now. Twonk.
Well, absolutely. What can I say? Yeah, great.
You didn't go to Pulp in the Park yesterday, did you?
I did not.
This is my mate Jarvis. This is Pulp and Conti. What?
Well, you didn't meet him.
No, I know. What about pen pals? You say pen pals, don't you? You don't meet them with their friends.
Yeah, but you've never had any contact with Jarvis whatsoever. Gervais, I don't know anything about this. What was it? What was going on?
Pulp.
What?
Pulp, Catatonia, Bernard Butler.
Right.
Alan X.
This was a big event. Was it some big gig?
You asked. What were you doing?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Making some more clogs for the disco.
Ooh.
Yeah? Thinking about ladies.
Hey, maybe I was with a lady.
Were you?
No. But,
anyway, I've met Jarvis before. Met him at Ulu at the Long Peaks gigs. He's mates with him.
Right.
Yeah.
What's he like? All right?
He's sort of thin, got glasses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he has success with ladies. Why don't I?
Yeah. You don't go into that? Do you want? No, I don't think we should.
Tell me about it. So what was it? I don't understand. You were involved somehow, weren't you?
Well, I was just comparing.
You were comparing?
Yeah. Well, just go out and saying, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for,
Were you?
Ultrasound.
What did you do? I mean, what was your shtick?
Well, I wanted to go out and interrupt Jarvis with the Michael Jackson mask on.
Yeah, naturally.
But I wasn't allowed.
Right, they wouldn't let you.
So I did it to Catatonia instead.
Yeah, that really worked, does it?
Didn't have the same impact at all.
Don't make any sense.
No, not really.
Who else was on? Bernard Butler, was he?
Yeah, Bernard Butler. I had a lovely little trick ready. I borrowed a little peaked cap off of the St John's ambulance, and I was getting ready to go out and go, oh, I hate you, Butler, get that bus out now. But they played an intro tape, and I told him, he said, oh, it's a shame, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
So that one.
So lots of opportunities there, wasted.
Yeah.
It would seem.
But I did go out when...
Very much the story of your life, George.
Yeah, when the roadies were going a bit more DB on that, I did go and get my arse out.
You went and got your arse out?
Yeah.
Right, because the sort of the classy stuff weren't working?
No. I had to sort of like dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah. That's the nature of those audiences.
But it was funny, right, because, hold on, I'm getting bored now, it's Catatonia, they were on.
Oh, were they?
They were good.
Were they?
Yeah. Can you roll your R's?
No idea. One thing I would say, though, if anyone saw Ricky yesterday at, where was it, Finsbury Park?
Yeah.
01715802000, was he faintly amusing? What did he get up to? Gervais, you know last week we started a competition where people had to send in photographs or pictures or anything.
Oh, yeah.
I would show them to you indiscriminately during the show and see if you would laugh.
Yeah.
Got the first one here.
Yeah.
From Michael in Crouch End.
Yeah.
All right.
You liar, that wasn't it.
Well, it could have been.
You did that.
I did that myself. But that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Facts. Can I just say facts?
Oh, God.
I admit, I drew that one.
Right.
Wait a minute.
And I could never... not only could I not Tell them what that was. I could never explain it well enough.
No, there's nothing you could do to explain that picture.
No.
Suffice to say, if you've got a picture that you think can make Gervais laugh, and we will hopefully give a prize to somebody somewhere during the show.
It's specifics like that make this show. Sort of, you know what I mean?
The vague promise that there might be a prize.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you have a picture that you think can make Gervais laugh, 0171 580... Shut up, I'm trying to give the number here. 0171 580...
That's enough.
1234.
That's the fax number.
Yeah, exactly. How are they going to phone in a drawing? It's simple things, Gervais, that let you down.
Next up, Blur.
Gervais, we've had a few faxes and phone calls because people did see you, apparently, yesterday at Finsbury Park, introducing the bands. We've had a number of callers. Let me just sort of tell you what they've said. They've passed this information on to
It's going to be hurtful, isn't it?
Well, all I would say, Gervais, is you mock me, all right, about my appearance, okay, because you know you're safe. People don't know what you look like because you're on the wireless. But you've made a public appearance, Gervais.
I've made a big error.
You've made a big error.
Go on.
All right, Les called. He said Ricky let himself down by mooning. Gervais, all I'd say to you is...
I didn't moon.
Clearly you did.
No, I did sort of rode his cleavage.
The point is, Gervais, you see, those are classics in your repertoire.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Getting your arse out, that's like your sort of, the very best of Woody Allen. That's like one of his hour-long monologues. That's yours,
I didn't do the fish, though, did I? That's my pièce de resistance.
Anyway, Claire has also phoned in.
Piskies de resistance.
Claire has phoned in. She said, you're a bit large, all right? You had a haircut, don't know what that means, and you're quieter than on the radio. Any reason what was going on? Why weren't you shouting and bawling? That's your manner.
Probably.
Well, all I'd point you in the
mic wasn't on.
I'd point you in the direction of a bit large, Gervais, because that leads nicely onto the final call here from Katie. Yeah. Fatter than I thought, Gervais, but still gorgeous.
Ah, I see.
But so it's interesting there that they've spotted that you're quite a fat and talentless man.
I'm not that fat, am I?
Well, no, but two people of those three calls have pointed out the fact that you're fat. Yeah. And the other one, all he could see was your arse. So, Gervais, I'm just a little bit disappointed, I imagine. You're probably feeling a little bit low, a bit shocked. You thought that the TV contracts would be flooding in, but
it's not my media, really. It's just sort of
Gervais,
rock festival.
Nothing is your medium.
Well, I went there, right, and first of all, there's a lot of noise.
Right.
I'm walking around. It was hot, which I liked. I sort of laid down, but I didn't take any sun cream. So after about 4 hours, I was getting a bit warm, and I was knackered because I was having to work. I had to keep going on stage, which I wanted to sort of sit in one place near the chemical toilet, between the chemical toilet and the bar, or incorporate those in one sort of strange invention, which I'm going to do one day.
Chemical bar.
Yeah. We've all been there.
In one end, out the other. Straight away. Straight away.
And so I was sitting there, and then someone came, a friend of ours had some Factor so-and-so 50 or something, and I put it on, and Ben's Becky was there with some lip balm. I put that on so it wouldn't crack, and it was all okay. But then, as I started getting a little bit more out of it, we were sort of like drinking and enjoying ourselves, and I was hot, and I got a runny eye. My eye started stinging, and I was going, oh, my eye, and I was tired, and I was losing heat through my sunburn. It was getting cold, and I put my tracksuit top on, white tracksuit top. So there I was sitting, and also then about a couple of hours later, the lip balm came out again, and I had a flashback. I remember the first time it went round, it was like in a film. I had the flashback, and as I realised I'd put it up my lips, then put a little bit on my eyelids.
Why?
I don't know.
In case of chapped eyelids.
No, I thought it might cool them down.
Right.
And then I realised, that's why my eyes are stinging.
Yeah.
So I'm there with runny eyes. I'm tired. I'm a little bit drunk. I'm in a white tracksuit with shades on. I had turned into Jimmy Savile.
You'd just become Jimmy.
Yeah. And I saw these kids looking at me thinking, oh, bless him. They're going, you're all right, Harriet. Where's the toilet? You've done it. No, dear Jimmy, I am 4 years old and I have a terminal illness. Can you fix it for me to live a long and healthy life? Well, no, but we have arranged it for you to do a duet with Mr. Shaky Stevens.
Hooray!
I feel sick. This old house, do it, you little I feel sick, Mummy. It's the treatment. Anyway.
What's behind the green door? A cure? No.
No. He's for comas. He's not for terminal illness. He gets people out of comas, doesn't he, Shakin' Stevens?
Does he?
He does. He apparently loads of kids in the 80s. They're all on there. All these people going, oh yeah, and she was in a coma, and we played Shakin' Stevens 24 hours a day, and I'd come out of it if someone like, turn up, shit off. Do you know what I mean? Who would you least like to visit you if you were in a coma?
Oh, crumbs.
Imagine it, right? You're in a coma, yeah? You're in a catatonic... You've got all your senses. You've got all your senses except sight. You can't do a thing, right? And you've got someone there to come and visit you. You're helpless. You can't move.
Just sort of lying
you
on
can't
bed,
say anything.
helpless.
But you can feel the... I'll tell you who I wouldn't want to visit me. Jason Donovan.
No, I wouldn't want Jason.
But it's not... I don't like his voice.
No.
Or Philip Schofield. Don't like his singing voice.
Andy Peters.
I haven't heard him sing.
No, but I wouldn't want him round. I wouldn't want him round.
Really? Why?
No, I don't know. It's just something about him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him there.
Anyway, we've got some Skunk Anansi coming up.
Larry Grayson's welcome.
So, and I'll tell you what else, it's Village People.
Oh,
I love them.
Bring the four of them round.
YMC, 4 of them. What one do you want to leave out? There was 5 of them.
No, there wasn't.
There was 5 of them.
There was 4.
There were 5 Village People.
4 village. Everyone knows there's 4 village people.
Really?
All right. Wait a minute. So there's a fire. No, hang on. There's a road cop.
Yeah.
There's a Red Indian, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
There's a construction worker. And there's something else. There's something. A chef? No. A
chef?
A candlestick maker.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Yeah. A tailor. At the back with those little half-moon glasses. YMCA. Did a little bit of sewing.
Who was it? Hang on. Wait a minute. There was fire chief.
What are you on about? Is there a fire chief?
No, there wasn't a fire chief. There was a police...
Oh, yeah.
Play the record.
The black guy was a road cop, traffic cop.
There was a policeman.
There was a Red Indian, obviously.
Obviously.
Native American.
Yeah, there was a construction worker.
Yeah, the moustache. Cowboy.
Was there?
Yeah, of course there was a cowboy.
Was there?
Yeah.
Well, who was the 5th one then?
I don't know if there was. I might have made that up. Maybe I just dreamt of one. I thought of maybe a bloke dressed up as Judy Garland. It's about 4 Sunday. Ricky Gervais show. I'm Ricky Gervais. Steve's got some facts.
Well, it's interesting. We had a call from a fella called Paul Murray.
Yeah.
Paul tells me that there are, or rather there were, perhaps there still are, 6 village people.
That's more than I remember. Go on then.
But what's interesting is Paul here has managed to name every single member of that squad, plus the different roles that they played.
Excellent.
And what I'm intrigued to know is, like, most people can't even name all 4 Smiths. All right, or decent bands, even, maybe all 4 Rolling Stones. All 5 Rolling Stones. However many there
12.
Were. Yeah. But this man can name all 6 village people and the roles they played.
Go on then.
One wonders about his musical taste.
Go on.
Anyway, the cowboy, Gervais, you might want to make a note. The cowboy was played by Victor Willis. There was a Red Indian, he was David Hodo. Philip Rose played the policeman. Randy Jones was a GI, a soldier. Glenn Hughes played the biker. And Alex Briley was the construction worker. 6 village people, Gervais.
Wow.
All right?
That's fantastic.
So in Trivial Pursuit or any...
That would be crowded though, wouldn't it, in the ward?
Yeah.
I bet that matron would be coming around going, what is this? Get out. Yeah. Get out. He can't hear you. I think he can. He flickers a little bit every now and again.
So, yeah, we're taking your calls on who you'd least like to have visiting you when you're in a coma.
Maybe you could have a special donor card. Like, in a case of me falling into a catatonic state where I can still hear a bit, don't let Shakin' Stevens in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or, see, my girlfriend knows exactly what I'd want. I'd want 24 hours a day, Derek and Clive, with bits of, like, Radiohead and the Smiths sort of, like, mixed into it. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
That'd be easy. She'd know. But you can't always rely on that.
No.
I mean, who would you turn to? There's no one would want to come near you when you're sort of, like, walking around. Maybe it wouldn't be so scary when you're sort of, like, unconscious. I don't know. Actually, you'd probably be worse, wouldn't you? Because you'd have your glasses off because you wouldn't need them. And they sort of help you. They humanise you.
Can you
I'll be honest.
Imagine all the nurses in their staff room. No, I'm not going in.
Yeah.
Drawing straws. No, I'm not going anywhere near.
No, and you'd probably have some sort of drip thing, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and that's just visiting.
And that just sort of keeps you alive. That's all the protein and everything you need. Imagine Dawn French visiting you.
Deary me.
She'd be there for a while, and nurse comes in, why isn't this drip connected? She goes, don't know. No, I do.
We had a call from Heather and Jim. They apparently met you once before, and they said you're not quite as fat as they remember. You're quite as fat as everyone was suggesting.
Yeah, you see. I'm not fat. What I've done is I've let myself go a little bit round the midriff, you see. So, in this, like, indie world of being 7 stone, of course, I'm suddenly ape man, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. These youngsters, what's that? It's this beer gut. You'll get it. You'll get it, all right? My jawline's not as chiselled as it used to be.
Oh. Well, it's not so much a jawline.
No, not really. It's a pelican.
As your waist.
Yeah, yeah, it goes straight into it.
Heather and Jim, they said that they wouldn't really fancy Nick Cave popping round when they've got a coma. I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
No.
He could bring some of his H along.
XFM 104.9 Ricky Gervais show. Don't forget, keep faxing in the people you'd least like or most like to visit you in a coma and what you'd like played to you. So I think this is 24 hours a day. Maybe learn to speak French.
Would make a
you know
lot
what I mean?
sense.
You come out and you're fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? That'd be great because there's nothing else to do. So all those things you thought of doing, and maybe a martial art, that'd be difficult.
Yeah. How to chat out women. I'd have to be in a coma for a lot longer. Two things, Gervais. One, last week I mentioned that I've got a celebrity relation.
Yeah.
I'm going to be mentioning that in a second, all right, so bear with me because it's an exciting thing, obviously. I've got a celebrity relation, Gervais.
I know.
It's not very exciting, it's not very intriguing, but I think you'll be...
They're cringing.
I think you're...
They're going, oh God, please don't, the phones are going to go, so
but
get
your
an
course as
injunction
well,
out on it.
01715802000, have you got an interesting celebrity relation? Also, Gervais, are you going to mention the compilation tape?
Oh yeah, I was thinking doing a little compilation tape. We could play some of our most loved and beautiful tunes. You could pick 3, and we could play them back to back with no little segueing, no little idents, and no speaking over the intro or outro, so they could tape them.
Well, yeah, no, I'll stop you there, Gervais, because I think the idea's great.
Yeah.
But obviously it is against the law for anybody to tape.
Right.
Those
Okay.
tracks.
So get it ready, and we'll tell you when, and then we'll leave a little gap, so press that record, and then you can have 3 in a row. I choose something I think I'd choose Let Down off OK Computer, and that would go nicely into Suffer Little Children by the Smiths, and then finish with After the Gold Rush, Neil Young. 3 there. And then, next week I'll play another 3. What would you play? Your 3?
I'd probably play something by, I don't know, who knows? R.E.M. maybe?
Yeah.
R.E.M. classic, some New Order or somebody like that.
So yours would be more like a sort of classic indie dance.
Exactly.
Happy
Mondays. Happy Mondays
sort of party. Yeah.
But of course I would stress again, Gervais, that it is against the law.
Okay.
For people to hit, play and record and tape those tracks.
So we're doing that a bit later, so get a blank cassette now, and we'll be doing that So we do that about 5?
Well, obviously we won't be doing it because it is against the law.
Okay, we'll do that at 5 then. After the break, Television, XFM, London's only alternative.
Yeah.
We've had a few suggestions. What's that? Janet? What's that say? Janet Crawley, dressed as a woman.
No,
What?
cranky.
Oh, yeah. It's your writing in there. Janet Cranky, dressed as a woman rather than a small child.
Oh, God.
That would be frightening, wouldn't it?
That's grotesque. Oh.
They sleep together.
I keep...
They sleep together.
I know. Don't you think that's my worst nightmare?
Imagine that. Oh, God. Kenny Dalglish. Oh, God. Dr. Fox. Oh, that's... another old Dr. Fox. Whitney Houston. That's harsh, but fair.
Janet Cranky.
Dressed as maybe trying to look a bit beautiful.
I know, that's what I can't understand. But what was he thinking? Did he see her and chat her up in a club or something and then later discover that she looks great dressed as a boy? Or did they start off...
They were at that sort of club.
Or did they start off doing that shtick?
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there! He wouldn't have said that. He knew it was a woman. He only likes the company and sex with women. No, it's just her. It's his wife. So
How could you fall in love with that woman? Come on.
Why?
Look at the woman. She's short. She's squat. She's weird looking.
Yeah. Right. Your point being, Steve,
if there's a chance for her,
well,
maybe I just need to start dressing up as school children.
Oh, think of that. We're going to start off now, so get ready to press play and record on your tape. This is Steve's little compilation. We're going to kick off with a secret track by R.E.M., aren't we?
That's right, but can I just stress again that you shouldn't hit play and record because, of course, it is illegal to do so.
Okay, I'm going to fade myself down now, so there'll be no talking on this bit, okay? Well, that was 3 in a row there. That's Steve's choice for your compilation tape. R.E.M., Electronic and Gomez. But Steve, read out, spell it for them and read out the title so they can get a pen and write it down for the label of the cassette.
No, I told you before, Gervais, it's illegal for them to have taped those songs.
So what was it? It was REM.
No, all right, you can take these down, but do not write them in the inlay card of the Ricky Gervais compilation, because you're not allowed.
Okay, yeah.
All right, it's as simple as that.
Okay.
But the 3 tracks, just for your own knowledge,
yeah.
okay, and if you've got a pen handy and you need to take them down, then grab a pen now. But the 3 tracks were Superwoman by REM.
REM, how are you spelling that, Steve?
That's R, capital R, I should say, capital E, capital M.
Okay, right.
REM and the track Superwoman.
Yeah,
and that's a secret track on the album Life's Rich Pageant.
Okay.
All right, the second
Put that in brackets.
The second track was a classic single from Electronic.
Yeah.
Spelling that in the usual manner.
Yeah.
And the track was Getting Away With It.
Yeah.
That's Getting Away With It.
Yeah. It's not getting apostrophe.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So
It's
put the
Getting Away With It.
Yeah. Okay.
And finally there, of course, Gomez from their current album and the track Get Myself Arrested.
That's Gomez.
That's right.
On XFM 104.9, just gone 5 o'clock. Little Boy Fraser was on the phone to do with Steve's compilation. He says, well, one, that REM track is called Superman, not Superwoman, okay? And 2, it's clearly listed on the CD itself. It's not a secret track at all.
I'll stop you there, Gervais. I'll stop you there straight away, all right? Now, Little Boy Fraser, for those who don't know, he's sort of one of the big sort of music bods here, right?
Yeah.
He sort of is involved with the library of records. He's to do with the playlist, all the rest of it.
He's 16 years old and his mum, he wants to come in every day, but his mum says, no, you've got to have a day off. You don't get paid. They're taking you for a ride.
Exactly. And even though he's very young, he claims to know a lot about music.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, here he's embarrassed himself. Right, I've got the CD.
He's incontinent as well.
I've got the CD in front of me. Now, I don't know which issue or which, I'm sure he's got the original vinyl release.
Yeah.
That's signed by the band or whatever. I'm looking at the copy here, right? And this one tallies with the copy I've got at home, Gervais.
Yeah, it tallies.
I'm opening up the CD here. I'm looking at the sleeve, which I assume, I'll be honest, I am assuming is a reproduction of the original sleeve, the original artwork.
Right.
And you'll notice that nowhere does it mention the track Superwoman, as I like to call it. You'll notice that it's got all 10
I'm
10
just
tracks there.
checking that.
And the last track you'll notice...
Steve seems to be right. It's just got a little plus.
A little plus, all right.
Yeah.
Suggesting there might be another hidden track.
Yeah.
All right.
Clue, is in the plus. Oh, well, Little Boy Fraser seems to be wrong now.
So on the sleeve, you'll notice there's no mention.
He's taken off his dad's shell suit and throwing it down in disgust. He's just left there in his pants at the moment.
There's no mention of the track on the inlay sleeve. The only mention of the track itself is on the CD.
Hold on.
They've listed all 12 tracks.
I'm just going to confirm this. And it says Superwoman.
It says
2
Superwoman
minutes 50.
as track 12.
Well, Little Boy Fraser seems to embarrass himself.
Now, I don't know, you see, maybe he's right. Maybe in the great scheme of things, Stipe has suggested that it's actually called Superman and that it's not to be known as a hidden track, right? But I'm just going by the facts, the evidence, Gervais. 01715802000. Whose side are
Who's
you
right?
on?
Little Boy Incontinent Fraser or Ugly Boy Lizard Man Steve? The choice is yours.
Yeah, well, let's not, let's not sort of try and bias the vote. If we can, all right.
Okay, yeah, because they fall for that. But what do they write on the inlay of their cassette? The people have been taping it.
Well, that's very much the difficult question at the moment, and that's hopefully what perhaps Michael Stipe or one of the other.
Well, I've caught you out because they shouldn't be writing anything because they shouldn't be taping off the radio.
Oh, you're
Steve.
right.
If You Be Mine by Baby Bird. Steve singing along there to Baby Bird, which is ironic because when you sing, you're putting your head back and your mouth open, you look like a baby bird.
Do I?
Yeah, because the long neck and that sort of goiter thing you've got look like a sort of like a fledgling pelican.
And the worms, of course, hanging from my head.
But it's ironic as well because you're like a Lizoidian as well.
Is that a real word? Because you're a Lizoidian. Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
Don't, because I sometimes forget that they're not real words.
You sometimes forget that your language comes from the voices inside your head.
No, listen.
I use my own language. They tell me what to say and I say it.
Yeah, no, listen. You're sort of like a little bird-like Lizoidian thing, right? Which is like the Archaeopteryx. Like the link between this sort of lizard man going flight.
Oh, goodness me.
They've kicked in again. They've kicked in early.
Oh.
They're not meant to start for about an hour.
What, the voices?
No, the tablets. Right, go on.
Anyway, you know that I put out that little appeal there. I wanted to find out if my my view of the REM track Superwoman was correct, or whether Little Boy Frazier was right. Is Emma still there? Has Emma disappeared?
Yeah, she's got the results.
She's got the stats there, and we've had calls coming in saying who's right. Oh, hang on. So Emma, you can cooperate. Who was right there? Who was right? Was it me or was it Little Boy Frazier?
Sorry, Fraser, it was Steve.
And I believe I'm right in saying that no calls came in supporting Frazier.
No, you're right. You are right, yeah.
Brilliant.
But why do you gloat over a little kid who's like helping us out, doesn't get paid for it, has got a problem with his intestines?
I'll tell you, right, you don't argue with me.
He goes through shell suits like Liverpudlians, and, you know, he's sitting there now, he's probably taken off his pants angry, he's just got his mum's shoes on now, and he's furious.
Fraser, a little word of advice, right? Don't start on me until you've got pubic hair. All right, now listen.
That is so... At least he's got a girlfriend.
All I would say...
At least he's got a girlfriend. That old lady with a flat head and no teeth outside Good Street station.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Anyway, listen, before we carry on...
It's perfect for him.
Before we carry on...
What?
Also, I want my celebrity relation. I want to mention that in a second.
Yeah.
And something else, you've got something else, haven't you?
Oh, I've got my 3 compilations that you can tape off the radio.
Your 3 tracks.
But don't, because it's illegal.
Don't tape them, because they're illegal.
No, this is one of my favourite tracks that we've ever put on the playlist. This is Robert Pollard and Make Use.
Let's hear it.
XFM 104.9, just come up to 5:15. Well, this isn't looking so good for you, Steve.
Oh, right.
Because... one guy's faxed in on my copies of Life's Rich Pageant. The track you played earlier is listed as Superman, not Superwoman on the CD. REM manufacturing different editions of the album, or yet more gender problems on your show. And there's another guy on the phone who said, definitely Fraser is right. He's got it on vinyl. And I think vinyl wins over CD. So Fraser has won.
Wait a minute.
What?
No, I'm not going to settle for that, for goodness sake. It's just once again an example of the fact you can't let me get, anything. You can't let me win anything on this bloody show.
Because you don't deserve it, because you're a horrible little amphibiloid sort of...
Little amphibiloid?
Yeah, little creature, little lizardian scale crack.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little horrible little sleet blunging.
A sleet blunging?
You are.
Right.
You're a scaly little sleet blunging.
Yeah.
You're a phmoid amphibrate.
That doesn't, Gervais, wipe out the fact that...
What?
I'm correct as far as REM's concerned. We've had a lot of calls supporting me.
Yeah.
Right? Until we get word... That
CD, that's obviously...
Well, I'll stop you there.
Like yourself, a little bit malfunctioning... I'm struggling.
Right. Until we get word from REM themselves, right, clearing this up, I'm not taking no for an answer.
Right.
I wish I knew what that sentence meant.
I wasn't even listening.
No, I know you weren't. I couldn't have said anything there. No, listen.
What are we talking about?
My celebrity.
Oh, go
relation.
on.
I may as well tell you now, because
Come on.
I've been training it, and it's not that exciting.
Really?
It's really not that exciting. But anyway, my celebrity relation is, drum roll, please.
No, who is it? Orville? Godzilla.
No, what, the famous amphibiloid? Godzilla.
Yeah.
No, it's not Godzilla, right?
Who is it?
My famous celebrity.
Who is it? What's the relation first?
Second cousin.
Second cousin. Now, what is that?
I don't know, maybe it's third cousin.
Well,
it's second cousin.
In Bristol, that can be sister, can't it?
Second cousin, right, is, you won't believe this.
Go on.
Sarah from Bananarama.
Is it really?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
So she's your second or third cousin?
Well, she's a relation.
Does she know this?
Yes. No.
She does now.
She doesn't know who I am, but I know who she is.
Anyone from the Nanas listening, give us a call. Deny it. Embarrass him again.
No, this is true. She was a bridesmaid at my mother's wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
How old was she?
I don't know.
Which one is it, Sarah?
12. She's the blonde-haired one.
Yeah, no, they had blonde hair at one time, except that Karen, who was replaced by another darker. How many are in Bananarama now? They're back together again, aren't they?
Are they?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Swerve Driver. No. I know. I would play an ad break and then Swerve Driver. I had a whole new idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
After this ad break, I'm going to press this button.
Great, you crazy amphibiloid.
Well, I've got you, Steve. You've been proved wrong.
No,
you have, beyond doubt. Little Boy Fraser's called up, and Dan Sayer called independently to back this up. It's not even an REM song. They've covered it, but it's a band called the Clique. psychedelic band from the late 60s, early 70s, and it was called Superman. So I don't care what R.E.M. say, it's called Superman.
I'll stop you there, Gervais, right?
Why?
The fact that R.E.M. are now calling it Superwoman, right, that's between R.E.M. and Clique. All right, if they want to get together and have a scrap, that's fair enough.
So if I completely cover a song exactly the same, just cover it like Love, Love Me, Don't by the Beatles, that's fine, is it? Love Me, Don't. Yeah.
I never once...
Yeah, okay,
Gervais,
yeah.
whoa, listen, just shut up for a second.
Sheila in the Sky with Diamonds. By Ricky Gervais.
Shut up for just 1 second, right?
Go on, yeah.
The argument was, what should people put on their cassette tape compilation inlay card?
It's illegal.
They're not allowed to do.
It's illegal.
I agree they're not allowed to do that.
Right.
But I was offered... you'd asked me to tell them what they should put down, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the track we played was recorded by R.E.M.
Yes,
right?
it was.
Not Clique. So don't write Clique down.
No, write R.E.M. down.
Exactly.
How are you spelling that?
That's correct.
How are you spelling that?
That's capital R, capital E, capital M.
Right.
And you want to put down the name of the track as recorded by R.E.M.
Yeah.
They've called it Superwoman, right? I don't care if it's really called Superman in the world of the Clique.
Oh, no, I'll stop you there.
In the world of the Clique,
you don't care if it's really... Why are you having this argument? You do care, or you wouldn't be arguing.
No.
You do care. No.
No, you're saying I'm wrong.
You are.
I'm not wrong.
It's called Superman.
Only by the Clique it's called Superman.
No.
By R.E.M. it's called Superwoman.
No, they can't. No,
they can do what they want.
Sometimes they call it Superman. Make your mind up, at least.
They call it Superwoman.
Are you sure they're called R.E.M.? Or have they changed that?
They call it Superwoman, you tosser.
How are you spelling that?
That's SUPERWOMAN. You idiot, you fat imbecile.
I'm going to do my compilation now. So get ready to press play and record.
By the way, you can't do that. It is against the law.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Right, I'm going to start off with this. I'll just fade myself down and start the track, okay? Keep quiet.
Into my house. They seriously, they come round to your house.
Was it a woman?
Yeah.
You sure you weren't lying, just phoning them up saying, I'm conning you again, I'm signing on?
You better send someone round.
Yeah.
I saw a lovely woman, she was sat behind desk 3. I think you better send her round, otherwise I'll get violent.
Yeah.
It's true, she came round, she said, Mr. Urchin, are you claiming money while working? And said, come in, my dear, let's discuss it. Let's discuss it over a drink.
Ooh, the wind shut the door, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Shut.
Unwrapped my robe.
Yeah, to reveal a scaly body with hairs.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I spent about 3 months inside, I think. Yeah. And I'm still paying off the fine.
The Smiths, I had to get one in, didn't I?
Of course
20 minutes to go. Two lovers entwined pass me by, and heaven knows I'm miserable now.
Can't relate to it.
No?
Can't relate.
You don't feel miserable when you see sort of two people together?
Don't mean anything to me.
Two humans.
No idea what that means.
Okay, all right.
What that feels like. Gervais, I'm getting quite tearful.
Really? I suppose so, yeah.
It's 20 minutes. I mean, we've given a lot to XFM.
Yeah. We were just sort of getting started as well. I know what the buttons do now. We were sort of getting a formula.
It's a shame, your lessons were going well. You'd begun to grasp the basics of grammar.
Yeah.
I think you'd moved on to Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The sentences were beginning to come out in roughly the right order.
I know.
It's a shame. It is a shame.
Still, there'll be other radio stations.
Name one.
Well, I'm going to send a demo to Capital. 18 minutes, Steve. 18 minutes. I was playing that when we first came on air back in September.
Beautiful.
Come a long way since then. God, the times we've had, eh?
We've had a few laughs, a few tears.
Yeah.
What have we done?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There must be some highlights.
$15 minutes to go.
Gervais, we're heroes to some people. No, we are.
Yeah, the sort of people who wander around my yard with shit in their underpants going, tie a big knot in my pants.
It's always been a shame. I always think it's a shame that the people that would enjoy this show are less likely to spend their money on radios, more likely to spend their cash on meths.
Or even understand that a voice coming from a small box
is not the voice of the Mr. on.
Which is a good trick if you can do it.
Shut up.
So that's it, 15 minutes to go.
Yep.
Some good times. We had my penis puppet theatre.
Brilliant.
That didn't take off, did it?
No.
That would have been a winner.
That would have been fantastic. Kids all around the country.
Sticking their little John Thomas through a little hole. Dick Turpin.
What else do we have?
Of Mice and Members.
Howard's End.
Robocock. All you need is a little bit of tinfoil.
Brilliant.
That didn't take off.
That never really worked.
Well, we've tried to launch Wesley Willis's career, though, haven't we?
Wesley, have you got any Wesley?
Yeah, I've honest with that.
Which one's this?
Can't you tell? They're all different. Listen.
The chance this was awesome. It was the Foo Fighters, the Foo Fighters, the Foo Fighters, the Foo Fighters.
See, what you've done there, you've made the mistake of ridiculing a 250-pound schizophrenic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've mocked many people in our time, Gervais. Yeah. We've mocked foreigners.
Yeah.
Mongs. Schizophrenics.
Well, we saved Mongs for the last show, to be fair.
Yeah, we went out with Blaze of Glory.
And we didn't mock them, that one of them was actually just in an anecdote, which is not my fault.
But they're all pretty laughable.
I don't make the rules. I don't rewrite history. This was my life. You know what I mean? I have very little control. I have very little control on my bodily functions.
Fair enough.
So fate is out of the window.
You're talking gobbledygook.
But I'm not going down alone, mate. I'm taking Sturgis down. This is really bollocks up her ads. Listen to this.
Oh, I love it. When Grandad gets out the bath, his skin's so clean and smooth.
But after a hard day squelching around, soreness can cause discomfort. New Pandora's with Hello Bahaha creamy caring stuff acts as a clunge protector. And the new dry weave chicken wings soak up all the piss and shit so Grandad stays dry. New Pandora's with clunge protection. Because I love my Grandad. You dirty old...
Michael Schumacher's won the British Grand Prix in a very confusing finish.
Matt, can I stop you there? Have you got any, like, fun stories?
Yeah, Matt, haven't you got any sort of, like, Two Ronnies style news stories?
No, there's no fun. It's news, there's no fun.
No, Two Ronnies style, like, a man with a meat cleaver has been terrorising nudist colonies. Inspector Wilson of Scotland Yard has had a tip-off, but he expects to be on duty tomorrow.
Or like Scotland Yard had all its toilets stolen, police have nothing to go on.
That's what we want. That's what everyone's after.
Oh, right. No, nothing as interesting as that.
Okay, go on. Carry on as you are, sorry.
Okay, right. XFM News with nothing really silly. I'm Matt Johnson.
That was good.
It's all right, yeah. You want stuff like, a lorry load of wigs has crashed on the M4. Police are combing the area. That's what you're after.
You're in news. Can you libel the dead?
I'd rather steer clear of any controversial comments, if you don't mind.
Okay. No, I didn't mean you. I didn't expect you to.
I don't think you can, but I'm not sure.
What do you think of Doris Stokes?
I think she was a very talented lady who brought joy to a lot of people.
That's fantastic.
So you don't think she's a prostitute?
Absolutely not.
Okay, this is Lou Reed and Satellite of Love. Lou Reed, satellite, that's all we were, Steve, just satellites.
Just satellites orbiting around the mighty space station of XFM. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I didn't think that you could carry that much further.
No. Still, that's the end, no more cheap knob gags on a Sunday afternoon.
No.
No more sort of swearing.
Smut on the radio, breaking every radio authority that there ever was.
Yeah.
Good times, eh?
We've had a few laughs, a few tears.
Should we go to the pub and get back to where we were before this strange dream ever started?
Yes.
At the bridge in Waterloo.
Yep.
John Kennedy's up next.
He should be fun.
What's he doing in here?
Who knows?
He's not usually up at this time.
It's been a pleasure, Gervais.
With his vinyl and his trendy bags and things.
It's been a pleasure.
See you later, man.
Yeah.
Did.
Well, I'm in there.
Well, don't count your
Excuse me?
chickens. Don't count your chickens. Confidentiality and honesty assured.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reply guaranteed.
Give it to me now.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Because she said...
give it to me now.
I know what she said. I know why you're thinking. It's any age, which you fall into nicely.
Yep.
Ugly freaks preferred, so you're at top of the list, and anyone accepted. See, but I don't think she realises quite what you look like, because you're not in her framework. Do you know what I mean? So I still think you might be disappointed.
No, Gervais, this will work. Let me see this. Only depressed bi girl. What does that mean, though? Bi girl. What does that?
Bisexual.
Bisexual?
Yeah. Again, I think she means...
Bisexual?
Sexuality of any human. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all I'm saying, bisexual, Gervais. Do you know what I mean? Am I right?
What do you mean?
Hey? 3? Yeah? Hey? 3 people?
What?
3 in a bed?
You, a bisexual, and an amphibian.
3 in a bed, Rick. Hey? Hey?
But you won't be one of them.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No. Nearly 25 past for Ricky Gervais show. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Gervais, I know we haven't got much in the show today. We've not really thought of anything to talk about. Why did you just give a time check then?
Just to fill it up.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
But like, why? Do you know what I mean? Because the music,
sunny out as
the
well,
music
isn't it?
was playing, right? And you mentioned it's 4. We'd never do time checks. How is that useful? What are you expecting? Someone's looking at it, they're going to think 4. Christ, I should be at my mum's house.
They haven't played any good records. I can't. They're interesting, but thank God he told me what else. I've got to take that bun out of the oven.
Well, exactly.
You never know.
But you don't want to tell.
Or they probably just realised something good starting telly.
Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Don't say it's 4 because who knows? I don't know. Maybe the Antiques Roadshow.
No, BBC always start things at 25 past, don't they? Yeah. And 5 to.
Well, you're a fool. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for.
Why do they do that? Why do they do that and not on the hour like ITV? You know where you are with ITV. BBC 10 past, quarter past. 0171 580 2000. Yeah. Why the BBC? I'm struggling.
You are indeed.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly go to an ad break, which is good.
Yeah.
That keeps people pretty fixed.
Oh, yeah, they'll be desperate.
Yeah.
They'll be listening to the...
But I'll do a little trial. Watch this. But after that, if you can hold out for 40 seconds, we've got the new one from the Manic Street Preachers. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm loving it. Gervais, before we do it...
Go on.
I watched Team Knight Rider yesterday.
You didn't?
You've seen it. It's a new sort of thing. Must be made 10 years later. And it's instead of just the one Knight Rider car, it's a team of them. A fleet of them, Gervais.
Team, I think it said teen.
No, teen Knight Rider.
Yeah, when he was little, he had spots and he was a little bit embarrassed.
On like a little sort of scooter.
Yeah, and you go to the girls and go, hello. Do you want to, yeah. Teen Knight Rider.
Teen Knight Rider would be beautiful.
That's great, isn't it? Yeah.
That'd be great.
And Kit goes, what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
We're caught in the flies.
It's like Kit's there, sort of explaining how to shave.
Yeah.
That'd be beautiful.
You dirty little... Now that is really gummed up my CD player now. Oh, we'll stop it there, surely.
Team Knight Rider.
Team Knight Rider.
I'll tell you, if we get on to talking about telly programmes, Gervais, we'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Won't we?
Yeah, well, it's about 4 now.
That's brilliant. They're disappointed. But listen, Gervais, you know I've always said that when a party's going bad, when you end up in the kitchen talking about old kids' TV shows.
And singing the theme tunes.
Exactly.
And you remember Swizzlers. Oh, yeah. And Flying Saucers, yes, we remember Flying Saucers.
And Batwing Jumpers. And everyone starts laughing.
Batwing Jumpers?
Do you not remember Batwing Jumpers?
She's retired now.
Thanks. Grot Bags.
Grot Bags? What was that?
That was the Emu. Pink Windmill.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about gay subtext. Pink Windmill.
So I take it as the fact that we're talking about it. We are in the kitchen at a bad party.
We're in the kitchen at a bad party.
We've got nothing, have we?
We've got nothing to talk about.
You know, usually we say, we've got nothing, we've got a couple of things and we get up. We've really got nothing,
Absolutely
have we?
Nothing.
What about that Team Knight Rider? We were going somewhere. There must be something. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Imagine it. What was it? Michael, it's time for school. Oh, come on, I've got bellyache. Well, you're well enough to do that. I have to do that. I have to get rid of my poison.
But Team... I wasn't talking about Teen Knight Rider.
No, sorry, Team Knight Rider. You're actually going to tell an anecdote there.
Well, no, not really. All I was going to say was that it was great yesterday because there was Team Knight Rider, which is the sort of 10 years later, there's a team of people with super electronic cars driving around solving crimes. Yeah. And then it flipped over and there was Buck Rogers in the 25th century featuring Gil Gerard. Do you remember him? Good-looking fella.
Yeah.
And Twinkie, all the rest of it, bitty, bitty, bitty. And...
Sorry, are you on crack?
No.
No, sorry, have you taken sort of like some real sort of heavy mixture of cocaine and what's that? And obviously good-looking fella, bitty bitty, and
No, that's Twinkie.
And then I turned, what are you
That's an impression
about?
Of Twinkie, the little robot.
The robot?
The little...
Oh, the little robot.
The little silver robot that went biddy biddy biddy. It's as simple as that. I'm not trying to corrupt you. I'm trying to get, confuse you.
Oh, go on, yeah, okay, it's fair enough. I'll take
all I'm saying is, great TV shows there that we forget, We're in the kitchen, Gervais, aren't we? We're in the kitchen.
But everyone else has left. It's just us two.
It's just you
we
and
could
I.
go home.
We could go home, but we're still enjoying it.
Yeah.
In the kitchen there.
Yeah.
But what I was going to talk about is, there's a lot of TV shows. There's a lot of TV shows, Gervais, that we know and love and we remember.
Yeah.
But a lot of films, right, that became TV shows, MASH, obviously the big success. Did you know, Gervais, I read about this yesterday, fantastic. Do you know that they made a TV show, right, in the 1982 of Casablanca, right, featuring David Soul.
As what, Rick?
As Rick. What a fantastic TV show.
That is fantastic.
It'd be Casablanca, and you'd have a picture of him, wouldn't you? And every week they'd find a different reason for him to say, "Play it again, Sam."
And lovely Patty Coombs as his
Liza, whatever.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Mr. Rick, I'm not playing backgammon for money. Play it again, Sam. It'd be great. Every week, whatever it would be. I don't know what they're different contrivances. Like a catchphrase.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Great, wouldn't it?
Bobby Crush as the bloke on the piano. You must remember this. Oh, fantastic.
Every week he gets an excuse to play it.
That is Well, once, right, I was looking through, right, and there was that TV show called You Must Be the Husband, right? Yeah, it was called You Must Be the Husband, and I'd never seen it before. And me and Joan watching it, it was just flicked over. We saw the last that we were going to watch something else, and it just ended with the waiter coming up to one of them and going, "You must be the husband." And we thought, do they have to remember that every single week?
Deary me, that's like hard work. I tell you.
Yeah,
putting catchphrases. in TV shows, hard work. David Song.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Dave Hutch.
Who played Victor Laszlo?
I don't know anything else about it. If anyone's ever seen it, please give me a call. What a fantastic show that would be.
Oh, I know who played Victor Laszlo. What's his name? Rodney. What's his name? Nicholas Lyndhurst.
Nicholas Lyndhurst.
He'd be great, wouldn't he? Nick Berry.
Nick Berry. That'd be beautiful. And I'll tell you what it would be. It would be they'd be on a golf course, and Sam would miss a stroke, wouldn't he? And they'd just go, "Oh, play it again, Sam," and everyone else would laugh. It'd be beautiful.
Oh, baby bird, if you'll be mine, we can keep this cup forever now.
Yeah,
we're in the kitchen.
Yep.
Should we make a cup of tea? Yeah. Apparently, Steve, who says this? He doesn't say play it again, Sam.
No, I know he doesn't.
He says, go on, play it, Sam.
I know that, you stupid toss. Oh, for goodness sake. I studied film for 3 years, for Christ's sake, Gervais. Of course I know that, but it's the TV show. They're bound to have made the same mistake, aren't they? Of course that.
You can do an academic subject then.
Of course. Oh, I can't. Well, I'm sickened. I'm sickened. Because everybody knows that, Gervais, and yet he's come out and he's spouted rubbish. Oh, I'm just... Oh.
He thinks it's a good show.
Oh... God, I'm disappointed. Oh, I'm so angry.
He likes the show.
I'm so angry because everybody thinks I'm an imbecile.
Well, yeah.
Well, fair enough. Yeah. No, because I was going to mention a couple, because I came up with a couple of my own TV shows.
Go on, yeah, so I've got a few.
Have you come up with your own?
Yeah.
Have you talked about this in the past?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, like when they have a cliche in the title, and that's the...
like the best one we come up with.
Like a touch of frost, and it's his name.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
But my favourite, this is what I came up with, right? It was called Lady of the Night, right? But that's night spelled K-N-I-G-H-T, right?
Yeah.
And what is clever about it is, what it is there's a knight, right, a knight of the realm, okay, but it's set about sort of 1870 or something, sort of Sherlock Holmes era, that sort of thing. And he's a knight of the realm, you know, was it Sir Johnson or whatever? And he's a knight, whatever. But he doubles up as a private investigator, right? Yeah. And he's got working for him a prostitute, right, who's also a private investigator.
Yeah.
And it's called Lady of the Night, you see, and it's double meaning because
clever, it's a pun.
Because she's a lady of the night,
and
she's a lady of the night. It's a night.
It's fantastic.
Brilliant. And they go around, but seriously, they go around investigating like crimes, sort of Whitechapel and stuff. And it's brilliant because you know, obviously she's a prostitute, whatever, and he's a knight, and there's a bit of sexual tension, Gervais, obviously, and obviously got all the Victorian elements and everything, and obviously they can't associate with one another openly in the streets because that would be, you know, he's obviously got to maintain a certain reputation.
Yeah.
So it's Lady of the Night. There's all the intrigue and tension. What do you think about that?
You thought this through?
I thought that through.
That is fantastic, using all your technical knowledge and your film study and your...
Yeah.
I came up with one starring naughty Samantha Janus as a nun with Diana Rigg as a Mother Superior, and it's called None the Wiser.
That's beautiful.
And they're naughty. And
great.
And the sequel, she gets pregnant and she has to go and work in the kitchen, right? And that's called Nun in the Oven.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Oh, that's beautiful, Gervais.
Remember Ray Cooney, that thing in the 80s when all those had those farces on? And basically what he did was substitute the word life for wife. He had Run for Your Wife, right? Yeah. And wife begins at 40.
Beautiful. Doesn't make any sense, does it, grammatically?
No. I just thought of one like, I said to Claire a few weeks ago that it would be like a stage play and there'd be loads of people jumping in and out like of hospital beds, but in one of the beds, one of the wives, she just wanted to die because they had no quality, and it's whose wife is it anyway? That'd be good, wouldn't it?
That's nice.
Yeah, Brian Ricks.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. I love that. Touch of Frost. It's so clever.
And the other one is loads of lawyers with their wives jumping in and out of bed with just underpants on taking drugs, and it's This Wife.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a nice touch.
So let's have some competitions then.
But you know, I've got a whole game show as well, which I could mention.
Go on.
Do you want me to mention it?
Well, should we play Blue Oyster Cult? Their classic song, Don't Fear the Reaper.
I've got a game show, right, that I came up with, okay, and it features me, but I think it could be perhaps a vehicle for yourself, Gervais.
Yeah?
All right, I'm going to tell you, it's called Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
Right.
And
I like it already.
You like it already?
Because there's a part in there for me.
Yeah.
Could I play the Ricky Gervais?
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
It was originally called, basically, let me just summarise very briefly. I'm not going to tell you all the games, but it's basically recreating the heady days of the war.
Right.
Right.
That's fantastic.
It's beautiful already, isn't it? It's got the nostalgia thing.
I've got a game as well.
But it was originally going to be called Ricky Gervais Fag Rations,
right.
But apparently cigarettes weren't rationed in the war, so it's called Meat Rations now.
Excellent.
And I'll tell you some great games. My favourite is, what's it called? To be perfectly Anne Frank. It's a great game. It really is a great game where you've got to pretend to be Anne Frank and hide from sort of snooping Nazis.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It's a great game. And there's also, of course, let me go into it. There's also Dig for Granny.
Good.
I'll dig for victory, if you like. And what happens is you're scavenging through rubble, right?
Can I just say, these are copyright. Anyone trying to rip me off? I mean, I've got the Penis Puppet Theatre.
Yeah.
I've got a stake in this, surely, haven't I?
Certainly. Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
You can have a bit of my Penis Puppet Theatre.
That's lovely.
Yeah. And I've also got a new game that I'll talk about after yours. It's called Tip the Balance. And it's sort of like a game for 4. And it's like, I'll send it off to Waddington, see what you think. I mean, there's teething problems with it.
Well, listen, Gervais, look,
let's play Don't Fear the Reaper.
Let's play that tune.
By Blue Oyster and his cult.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and then we come back and we try and make some money.
Let's make some cash.
Well, you've got to be happy with that. Blue Oyster cult, Don't Fear the Reaper. Yeah? So go on then. So what other games are in this Ricky Gervais's Meat Rations?
Well, it starts off, there's the sound of an air raid siren.
Yeah, I like it already.
And we came up with Start Queuing Up, Mum, for Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
Excellent. Do I look like sort of Walker out of Dad's Army?
Yes.
That is fantastic.
Now you come in.
Yeah.
And what it is, the set, right, is kind of like half of it is an old sort of East End pub, and the rest is kind of rubble and debris, and a skyline of ruined, Britain. And what it is you come in, you're fairly sort of sharp and dapper, and of course Chaz and Dave provide the music throughout the show.
And you know the Dolly Bird that usually comes on? She's the one with like curlers with a little scarf on it.
That's right.
She comes out with those little floral aprons.
You've got it. You've got it.
Fantastic.
And there's a game show. There's a bit in the show called Roll Out the Barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens in that. Yeah.
Roll out the barrel. We could think of something.
There's a barrel of fun, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's a dig for victory where you've got like a big pile of rubble, right? And you're digging through it, scavenging for food, canned food. But if you find like relatives or friends, you score extra points.
Oh, that is fantastic. And there must be some sort of fun with like gas masks. Yeah. When you can all put them on and dress up as like, I don't know, one of the banana splits.
Yeah. What could that be? Gas.
Who snork? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
So every week there's the real snork.
Right.
So it's like contestants come on. Which one snork?
Which one snork?
Yeah.
So you've got three celebrities.
Yeah, who's a gas mask and the real snork.
That's great.
So you've got someone like Ted Malt's son. He pops one on. You got Frank Bruno. Yeah. And Jilly Cooper.
That's it.
And they put their mask on and like a little outfit. And then the real snork is there. And you've got to ask them questions. Like you get like Bernie Winters. And Henry Cooper going, number three, how long have you been in the banana split? And Jilly Cooper goes, about 6 years ago. I don't know. I think the banana split's been going longer than that. No, I don't think it's number 3. What do you think? And Bernie Winters go, number 1. Number 1. How did you get the job being in banana splits? And it's probably Ted Malt's son going, I answered an advert in the paper. That's not right. They were born. You know what I mean?
And there's Chaz and Dave in the corner just going, na 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 na, yeah.
Yeah, with the real snorks, and they always the lights go right, and one stands up and he sits back down again, and then the real snorks and the others all take their mask off. And they go, "It's lovely, Julie. What are you doing now?" Well, I'm appearing Puss in Boots down in Brighton. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
What? Jilly Cooper?
I don't know. What does she do? Oh, she's a novelist.
She's a novelist.
Oh, yeah.
Now appearing in Panto. I'm not letting you book the guest.
Oh, God.
But wait a minute. What? I mean, I love your idea.
Yeah.
Who snork. Yeah. It's a bit odd, isn't it? How we started off with a kind of wartime nostalgia show, but now we've sort of featured sort of quite bad 70s animal
Nothing
things.
wrong with the banana splits.
But I like that. That's a good game.
Yeah, okay, that can be like a special feature.
So I'm just going to make a note of it because we've got Dig for Victory, to be perfectly Anne Frank.
Yeah, and Who's Snork?
Who's Snork?
Yeah. Well, I'm full of ideas. I could probably help you on this.
Oh, this is great. Well, what other... maybe we'll come up with some other ideas as we go on.
We've still got Tip the Balance to go.
But can I just say, I did actually once try and pitch this. When I appeared on Blockbusters, well, I obviously met with a producer there, and I said, I got an idea for you.
Have we talked about this on air?
We talked about me on Blockbusters, but not about my pitching this
No,
thing.
go on.
And I said to her, sit down, I said, I've got a great idea. And I tried to bill it with me as the star. She said, who are you? Steve's Meat Rations. She said, why are you in it? I said, I am. Don't worry, I'm the only one who can put it off.
Yeah.
And she said, right, go on, what is it? And at that time, I had none of the games. All I had was the title, and she went, I like it, yeah, what are the games? I don't know. She said,
if you'd have just said, well, stop me there, love, and just popped a gas mask on and said, who am I?
She'd have gone, Snork.
No, it's not. Oh, we got an ad break, then we got a classic from Blur. It's 5 o'clock. So if you were going to watch that thing that started at 5:02, you missed the first 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So we're doing well with this new game show, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a few ideas there.
Ricky Gervais's Meat Rations.
Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
I love that.
It's a great idea, isn't it? We came up with another quick game, because obviously so far we've got Dig for Victory, to be perfectly Anne Frank, and Who's Snoring, which is possibly, I think, the most popular game so far.
Yeah.
And also we've come up with a new one, haven't we? Puss in Jackboots.
Yeah. You get a beauty of the age to come out.
Saucy Samantha Janus?
Yeah, maybe she comes out and she's got a little moustache on, right, and a peak cap pulled low and Nazi regalia, and you got Bernie Winters and Ted Maltzson and Ginny Cooper going, you're obviously, by the warm applause, you're much loved. Yes, I am. Oh God. Show business, and the audience clap.
Obviously, yeah. Well done.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. You're doing the Nazi accent very well. You an actress? Yes, that is correct. Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Could you salute in, please?
Yeah,
that'd be nice. Just do a little Nazi salute.
Yeah, little click. That'd be lovely.
I thought of a little quick.
And what's that one? That's called Puss in Jackboots.
Puss in Jackboots.
Yeah, lovely.
I thought of a quick one. It's called Get the Hell Out of Hiroshima. Right, it's against the clock. Anyway, there's that's there as well. And we got any other ideas, Gervais?
The Cure love song.
Gervais, it's time for the game show everyone's talking about. Make Gervais laugh.
Yeah.
We've had an entry here this week, all right, and what it is, let me explain the rules. Somebody sent in a picture, Gervais, right, I'm going to show it to you now, and if you laugh, then hopefully this young fellow wins a prize. It's from Neil in, let me see, Highgate.
Oh no, I'm laughing already though.
Are you?
Yeah, because
well,
the anticipation. Alright, okay.
Straighten yourself out. Now, you've not seen this picture?
Oh, it's been so disappointing if it's not funny. There's nothing worse than that, you know what I mean?
I know.
Okay.
Well, I think you'll laugh.
You run the risk.
Well, but that's the nature of the game show.
Okay.
Alright?
And what's in it for everyone else who can't see the picture or cares?
Nothing.
Right,
nothing.
No, that's good.
But then, what
we're not here for that. Amusement, are we?
All right, we're busy men. We've got things to do. We've got to entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, what is there in this show anyway for anybody else?
Good point.
At least we get a laugh.
Yeah, okay.
Now, really? What would it say? The other thing, though, is there a prize for Neil?
Yeah, if I laugh.
What can you give him?
Will you give him sort of like a chuckleometer? You go on the Ricky Gervais's chuckleometer.
The chuckleometer?
Yeah, this up to 10 CDs.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
All right then. Well, okay. Because that first one we did ages ago, that was number 10, wasn't it?
Yeah,
8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Right. Here comes the picture. I think it looks to me like it's an internet picture. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes the picture now, Gervais.
Oh God. Oh, has he done that? No.
Now listen. What I'll do is let's play a record, Gervais, and I will.
Don't explain it.
We can explain it. We can explain it.
No, don't, please. Right, no. When I was about 16, my nephew got mumps, and all the men in my family were really worried, right? And I soon found out why. Obviously, if you get mumps when you're an adult and you haven't had it before, you go sterile, or it can cause sterility.
Really?
Yeah. And I was about 16, and this worried me, and I went to my mum and I said, have I had mumps? She went, you've had one mump. Now, I don't know what mumps are or is, but I'm pretty sure you can't have a mump. Or, I think she meant that one side of my face swelled up. Like a gobstopper, it was. But what is a mump? Or what are the mumps? I mean, it's a viral infection, isn't it? I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want her to be right. Like
I don't know, can you have a number of mumps or one big mump?
What if you had one big
mump?
It's
like a hunchback for a while? You're just like, you're mump-backed for a while and just walk around.
You mump-back.
Yeah, and you don't remember, because it's always when you're very young.
You're mump-back, but yeah, exactly. But apparently I had one mump. So I could probably one of them, just one of them went a bit sterile.
Can you, so you can become sterile if you have the mumps when you're an adult?
Apparently, yeah.
Can you, I mean, does that, for instance, it doesn't cause, say for instance, an adult had the mumps, right, and then he sort of had sex and he gave birth to a child, his wife gave birth to a child.
Yeah.
That can't cause any other problems. It can't cause deformity or anything. It's just, because it's just my dad had the mumps.
I don't know. We should get our facts right, really. If there's a doctor out there, I mean, can mumps cause sterility? How does it do it? I have stories about my teacher, his mate, had to have them. They swelled up, and he had to put them in cotton wool for about a month.
God Almighty!
Because it can, mumps aren't fun.
No, I'm not saying it. I mean, all I can say, maybe you've had mumps and now you're sterile.
That could be mumps aren't fun.
Yeah,
that's like go to work on an egg. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Who said that? I was having an argument with someone about who said go to work on an egg. Someone said it was that William G. Stewart bloke who...
No, it was
Faye Weldon.
No, it was Salman Rushdie. It was.
No, it wasn't.
No, hang on. No, maybe it wasn't.
It was Faye Weldon.
It wasn't Faye Weldon.
Right.
It was either... Right, let me tell you what it was. It was either that bloke that wrote A Year in Provence, or whatever it was called.
Right. 0171 580 2000. Who came up with the slogan, go to work on an egg?
It was either the Year in Provence fella.
Who's that?
I mean, what his name was, I don't know.
0171 580 2000. Who was the Year in Provence fella?
You know that fella who wrote that book, Year in Provence? Everyone read it. Everyone thought it was great.
No,
his name's Peter something or other.
Right, okay.
And I think he definitely wrote that.
Salman Rushdie came up with something.
I think it was the year... See, again, I'm thinking that maybe it was the egg thing. But I would say as well that fella that wrote Year in Provence, he also came up with the, the Fat Willy cartoon series. What a hilarious series of books they are.
Not Fat Willy, is it?
It was called Fat Willy, wasn't it?
What's the one, Where's Willy?
That's Where's Wally.
Where's Wally?
Where's Willy? That'd be pretty straightforward every time, wouldn't it? Well, there's a fella there. There it is.
Not where you come from, it wouldn't.
Oh.
Well, there you go. Well, Peter Mayle is the name of the bloke who wrote Year in Provence. Thanks to Neil. And also, Neil says that Salman Rushdie did Naughty But Nice for the cake commercial. Now, I still don't know who did go to work on an egg. I think it was Faye Weldon.
No, it was Peter Mayle.
Do you reckon it was?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm gutted.
Yeah.
And you very rarely, Jerry from Balham, you very rarely go sterile from mumps, but it is a viral infection, yeah.
It's such an informative
This programme... Exactly, Steve.
Yeah. It's like a public service.
It really is, isn't it? And we treat things sort of sensibly and maturely, and we give out, the correct information.
I'll be honest with you.
It's safe for kids to listen to, isn't it?
Well, imagine if you were in the... I mean, this happens to us all the time. You're in the pub and someone will say, well, is mumps a problem? Is it going to cause infertility? And you're there just saying,
Well, I was listening to Ricky Gervais.
And...
It's very rare. It is a viral infection. And do you know who did go to work on an egg? They went, no. Peter Mayle or Faye Weldon, we're not sure.
Possibly Salman Rushdie.
No, definitely wasn't Salman Rushdie.
That's quite incredible, though, to go from writing Naughty But Nice about cakes
to live in a hole for the rest of your life. Yeah. I used to write when I was at school.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I didn't watch sort of kids' programmes when I was growing up. I watched sort of crap adult ones. ITV on the telly from 12 midday through to like midnight, and I'd watch all the police series, Police Story, Charlie's Angels, Steve Austin, and
Teen Knight Rider,
yeah. And I wrote this essay at school, and I just couldn't stop, and I started serialising it. And every time I just kept writing, I was sort of like, people were reading it at school, and it was about a cop, a New York cop, who was as hard as, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I worked out what his name was. Now, God, this is how television influences me. Because it was one word name, which is his surname. That was the title of the book, title of the series, and that's what all his friends called him. Right. It was called Jezuk.
Jezuk?
Yeah.
Jezuk.
Yeah, I thought it had a Z and a J. Jezuk.
Jezuk.
Yeah.
It does sound so close to like Pillock or Jesse.
Yeah.
Or Nonce.
No, nonce. There's no nonce.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Cross between sort of
Jezuk.
like Pillock and Jism.
Damn you, Jezuk.
Yeah.
You're off the case.
Give me the badge. Keep the stinking badge. I don't need a badge to be a cop. It was all stuff like that. And he'd burst, yeah. And so he'd look at his gun and go, this is my law.
My God, it's Jezuk. How did he find us?
Jezuk. Yeah, it was great. There'd be shootouts and everything. Oh, fantastic.
Let me just ask, did he have perhaps a broken marriage? He was hard-boiled. He played by his own rules.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Simultaneous with this.
He was a bit of a drunkard as well, had a bit of drink.
No, he didn't drink, no.
Good,
he was a good-looking fella.
But he was letting himself go. He was a bit hard-bitten.
Yeah. And the other thing I was sort of simultaneous, which was more of a novel. I wasn't serious. I was actually writing a novel, and I got like 3 exercise books, right? It was about this kid, right? Oh, God. Right? He saw his parents just brutally murdered for no reason by a gang of outlaws, yeah? And he buried his father, and he knelt down on the grave, and he said, looked up, and he goes, as God is my witness, I will avenge thee. And then he sort of went to the store, and he got loads of bullets, and he practiced, and he was the fastest guy. He was only about 16.
Yeah.
Right? His name was Jody Barnes.
Jody Barnes was all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Have you still got any of those exercise books?
I hope not.
That would be
Because the
incredible.
teachers used to sort of like, I must have gone, yeah, it's good. I must have passed around the, he's done another one. Gervais has written another episode of Jezuk. Yeah.
But I say, seriously, if you brought one of those in and read it out, I'd be entranced.
Imagine it.
Seriously, that'd be great. Do you think
The
your mum
ramblings
might...
of a twisted 14-year-old brain that only ever watched ITV cop shows.
Do you think your mum might still have some copies of Jezuk?
No.
Was it like sort of... The initial one was like Jezuk, then it was like Jezuk abroad, Jezuk in Paris, Jezuk on safari.
Yeah.
Here comes Jezuk.
My mum...
Return of Jezuk.
I liked that Jezuk. He's a proper man.
Yeah.
It's not like you. But Mum, I invented Jezuk. You're a Nazi. You couldn't be like Jezuk. He's in my mind.
Return of Jezuk. Here comes Jezuk, son of Jezuk.
Oh, it's fantastic. What if Jezuk met Jodie Barnes? They'd get on. They'd have no quarrels.
They could team up.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. After the break, a little bit of Lars.
Team Jezuk. Still here then. Gervais, you've embarrassed yourself.
Oh, just shut your ugly gob, you bog-eyed, anemic, fish-faced tosser.
Nice to have you back.
4:05 on a Sunday, Ricky Gervais, XFM 104.9, London's only alternative. Steve.
Yeah.
You know we gave away those CDs. Hey, great giveaways. Just good radio, isn't it? We've got CDs to give away. Tickets and that's good radio. Do you remember who won them?
What, last week?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Right. I've got to get them back.
What, are these the CDs that we took from the library?
Yeah. I've got to get them back. 0171 580 2000. If you won those CDs, could you give us a call?
Well, why should they bother? They're probably busy listening to them. Do you know what I mean? You can't give something away and then take it back.
Yeah, I need big time. I've got to get them back.
We've had a bill for the computer as well.
That's mine.
No, it's not yours.
It is mine.
It's not yours.
I procured that. That is mine now.
No,
that technically counts as ownership.
Listen, Gervais, it's not yours, all right? I've told you this before. I've explained this to you 100 times.
What?
All right? If you urinate on something,
yeah,
it is not yours.
It does in the cat world. That's what cats do. That is what cats do. They go around their territory. That's theirs. They urinate on it. That computer's mine.
If a cat urinates on something, right? Yeah, in its cat philosophy, it owns that. I agree. That's a sort of what's it called? A sort of territory thing.
What's the difference?
You're not a cat.
No, I know.
You're not a cat.
That's discrimination.
No, you're not a cat. You can't live life by cat rules.
Well, I've got loads of stuff like that. My flat's full of stuff that I've got like that.
What?
Yeah, I've got 2 telephone boxes.
Right.
I've got a cash point machine. Yeah. Glyn was furious. He was getting out money.
Right.
Side of a church.
That's yours.
Yeah. 2 BMWs. Well, I had 2. I've got 1 now.
What happened?
The second one, the owner caught me, and he started doing the same. And because I started first, I finished first, so he finished last, so it was technically his again.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
If I piss on something, then that's mine.
Yeah.
But if someone else pisses on it, then that's theirs.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Could you say urinate? This is XFM 104.9. They are mine now.
They're not yours.
They are.
They're not. They're my shoes, Jimmy.
Yeah, and they're mine now.
No, they're not. I can't believe... This is why I don't want to do this anymore.
Why?
I can't believe you.
They're my shoes now. That is ownership. That counts.
In the cat world...
They're my shoes now, and some of the carpet is mine as well.
In the cat world...
Yeah, wow.
You cannot live your life by the rules of the cat world.
I can.
What does your girlfriend...
What's this?
Oh.
Not many people can do that. XFM, 4.9, quarter past.
How do these sort of little theories of yours develop?
What? They come in my head. Then they're alright. Then I like them and they happen. Right. Then they're mine. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do other people make of the fact?
They go along with it.
What, your girlfriend?
Yeah. And all my special friends and the friends that I make.
Does she mind that your flat looks like an East End lockup and stinks of urine?
No.
She don't have a problem with that?
No. The sinuses are gone now. Completely gone.
Her sinuses are gone?
Yeah.
The Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought as much. Well, I know what you rock and rollers get up to, Gervais, in your spare time.
Oh dear.
It's beautiful to see you again, though, because we thought you would...
I'm looking good.
We thought you'd be gone forever.
Why?
But you're back.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see you.
I'll be around for
anything planned?
I didn't expect... It's like my life. I didn't expect to be here this long, so anything is a bonus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Any plans for today's show?
Got some more records than that, and some absolute drivel.
Right.
Yeah, packed into 2 hours.
So no different.
No. No.
Great, well, it's going well. Going well. I've got a little competition.
Yeah.
Which I'll maybe introduce after the next record.
Is there anyone mad enough to sleep with me competition? Is it? I'm not doing that one again.
All right, I've got a different one.
Yeah.
I've got a different competition.
Keep calling the Samaritans, please. We don't do that sort of thing, sir. Please. Or else. Can't threaten the Samaritans.
Why do you like that song so much?
Because they're singing about you being an ugly tosser, all right? Just go on 20 past 4.
Gervais, I hate to kick people when they're down.
No, you don't. You like it. And you like people twitching when they've been badly hurt.
But I don't know how this came about, but I started to consider the songs of Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. I don't know why. Someone was playing one in my house, and we were flipping through the records, the lyric sheets.
Fruit bat.
Now I don't know. When I was in the sixth form, when I was in the sixth form, Gervais, everybody had a Carter USM T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I imagine you probably...
By the end of the 80s, early 90s, all events officers, A&R men, yeah.
What were you doing about that time? You'd have been that was when you were claiming benefit while still working?
Yeah. You
had the wheelchair and everything?
Yeah, the tartan blanket.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Because I see everybody had a Carter USM T-shirt. I didn't have one, because I didn't... No. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't me. It was all a bit cliquey, and they didn't like me for it.
Yeah, it wasn't because of that, though, was it? It was because they sort of had, like, symmetrical heads. They were running in their human packs, weren't they? And just ostracising you, going, oh dear.
Those start.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just looking through the lyric sheet. This is from the album 1992, the Love album, right, by Carter.
Yeah.
Just give you a taste of some of the lyrics.
Yeah, go on.
Which we thought were so profound in 1990 or whatever.
I never did.
This is from the track Look Mum, No Hands. I should point out that many of the titles of their songs are appalling. There's obviously, my favourite, possibly the worst, is The Road to Domestos. That is the worst name for song I've ever heard. I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Anyway, check this lyric out. This is one of the lyrics.
Go on, I'm ready. Go on.
He flies through the air with the greatest of ease, that daring young man in the blue dungarees. What the hell does that mean? Is that supposed to be profound?
She flies like a bird in the sky high. That ugly old tart with a sty in her eye.
This is quite a nice one. Listen to this. Is clever. This is bloody clever.
Go on. What they done? What's Fruit Bat done here?
If we club together, with all the diamonds.
Hey, hold on. I'll stop you there. Club.
Go on.
Diamond. That's so far. No, wait.
Stop there.
Oh, come on. Go on.
If we club together with all the diamonds we've saved, we could look to our hearts and say...
Hearts is a suit in the... That's incredible. Oh, go on. Clubs, diamonds, hearts.
We could look to all our hearts and say, we've got it in spades.
What does that mean?
Spades.
Hold on. What does that sentence mean?
If we club together with all the diamonds we've saved, we can look to our hearts and say, we've got it in spades.
I don't know what that means.
I've no idea, but that's the kind of brilliance.
So they see what they did there? They got all those
It's incredible. Let me just... There's a good one here.
Could they do it with signs of the zodiac? Parts of the body.
Here we are. I've been GBH'd and ABH'd for a packet of B&H. I've been taken and I've been driven away. My telephone is always ringing and my number is XXX directory. Call 0898 333 talk dirty to me. That is some of the worst lyrics, Gervais, surely, that you've ever heard.
Unless you knew different. 0171 580 2000. I've been thinking some of my own as well.
The worst lyrics you've ever come across.
Oh, there's going to be arguments.
0171 580 2000. Or you can fax us 0171 580 1234.
And think realistically, because I hate it when you see in like the Melody Maker Enemy and they ask one of these pop stars, what's the worst song of all time? And they go, the Birdie song. Or, no, it's not. It's something by Carter or Suede or David Bowie, because they're in that framework. They're potentially... do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't go for chirpy, chirpy, cheap, cheap. Go for something like that, because that is disgusting.
Let me just say this is my final one before we go away, which is... yes, sorry, boy, there's nothing worth living for, but it really ain't worth dying for, so just say 3 Hail Jesus and Mary chains.
Early in the morning, I put breakfast at your table. Make sure that your coffee has a sugar and cream. Your eggs are over easy. It's sort of like a breakfast song. I can't remember it, but it goes, I'm not your superwoman. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah.
This is... I've never heard this.
There's one great bit as well. He goes, now you say your juice is sour. It used to be so sweet. And I can't help but wondering if you're talking about me. Isn't that great?
Oh.
Sorry, look, this juice is a bit sour. It used to be so sweet. Oh, fine, I'll change it. No, let me explain. This juice, it's sour. It used to be sweet. Well, it's what we've always had. No, you're not listening. You're not listening. I think you're an ugly pig. I want to leave you. So I mean, he didn't state it. Your eggs are over easy. Oh, who's that by?
No, I didn't never heard it. You've made it up.
I'm not your superwoman. 0171 580 2000. I just thought of another one as well. So, do you remember John Waite? I ain't missing you at all. Missing you since you've been gone away. And he's worried about people that think that he's really not missing her. So towards the end, he goes, I can lie to myself. Oh, he was lying all along then, wasn't he? Oh, got any more Carter lyrics?
Well, I'm still wading through them, Gervais, and it's just making me quite low. So I'll try and dig out a few more for the next time we have a chat. But I would say that Emma, of course, who helps us out here, she's mentioned track. What was it, Emma? What was yours?
It was
YMCA.
YMCA.
I've got a worse one.
Have you? Oh, hold on. Oh, what's that another one?
That's worse.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, Emma, we'll save that one. Emma's was, you can get yourself clean, you can have a good meal.
You can get yourself clean, you have a good meal. Well, I don't have a problem with it, you see, because I just think it's a wonderful thing. You know, the YMCA doesn't get enough publicity, good press, and the village people did them a favour. I mean, why on earth they wrote that song?
Well,
to publicise the YMCA. I mean, who thinks, I don't know, people have done the police force, they've done...
Hold on, wait a minute, this is very good to disagree, but I think you mean this, so you don't know what that song was, you think that they were actually... some sort of advertising for the YMCA, were you?
Well, I don't know. It just seems really odd to me.
Well, if I remember at the time, the YMCA complained at the time because the connotations.
It's just a PR thing for the YMCA, I imagine. It's like that one that in the Navy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The sort of PR thing for the Navy. It's just bizarre.
When they were dressed up as sailors and stuff.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Whereas usually they sort of like construction worker with a nice moustache, aren't they?
Yeah.
Traffic cop.
Yeah.
Jumpers. And
what I don't. It's just,
I'm worried about the Red Indian chief.
Am I supposed to be? Supposed to be reading between the lines or something? I don't understand. I mean, I don't really understand. I mean this seriously.
Okay,
I don't
right.
understand what you're talking
Okay,
about.
this is fine. Well, that's it. Obviously, there were gay connotations. It's like a gay icon record, isn't it? YMCA in the Navy. That was the point of it. What did you need? One of them dressed as Judy Garland. What? I don't understand. What was your problem with that?
What? There's no. I don't understand why that suggests that people are gay. I don't.
It doesn't necessarily. It's like it's high camp, isn't it? It's been adopted since as well.
But the four of them, there's a guy dressed as a motorcycle cop. There's no reason why he should be gay.
There's no reason why anyone should be gay.
There's a builder.
Yeah.
Right.
So no builders are gay ever.
There's another one. I can't. What's the other one is?
Right.
And then there's a Red Indian. Why on earth the Red Indian is supposed to be an icon?
I don't know about that.
I have no idea.
I'm flummoxed on that one. I'll be honest.
So what I'm saying to you, Gervais, is if you're going to if you can talk about gay people, then why don't they use the cliches? Why isn't there a hairdresser?
Right.
And
because it's probably the sort of cliches that even scene gays want to get away from. Also, you're confusing camp. ITV gays with real homosexual people who live normal lives.
If I'm going to write a song about gay people, I'm going to have a hairdresser.
Yeah, you are.
In order to appeal to a gay community, I'd have a hairdresser, John Inman, Larry Grayson,
obviously,
and I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't have Jason Donovan then, obviously, because he's not. So you wouldn't have him, would you?
No, I wouldn't have Jason Donovan.
No.
Well, I wouldn't have Philip Schofield. I wouldn't have Andy Peters.
Right.
I wouldn't have Andy Peters.
Okay, I'm getting scared.
Shut up! I would not have Andy Peters.
I'm getting scared.
I would not have Andy Peters. A few more Carter lyrics for you.
Go on.
You'll enjoy this one. It's just one big knees up, a night on the town, a storm in a teacup, more like a teacup in a storm.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, man?
Yeah.
It's more like a teacup in a storm.
Yeah, they've twisted it, haven't they?
All right.
Yeah. Ian Camfield, you know, he's 12 now. He does the rock show.
Oh.
He called, and that I'm not your superwoman. It was Karen White. And he also says a worse lyric in that YMCA is, young man, there's no need to feel down.
Fair enough. Another Carter lyric for you. The tequila sun is rising. And listen to me. The tequila sun is rising and the Harvey's Bristol moon is shining. Because they've got Harvey's, shine on Harvey's moon.
Yeah.
And somehow Harvey's Bristol moon is shining. I have no idea.
It's got to be something about pulling your trousers down in a coach.
It's just
isn't it?
Rubbish.
And
so,
also, Quick Space, I played that and you said, oh, why is that your favourite? And I got annoyed because you've got no taste and shouldn't even question me. And I said it was about you being an ugly tosser. Well, Nina, from the band, who's round at Jan's, said, no, it's not about him being ugly. And the worst lyric is from the Beatles. You should see her in drag in a polythene bag. What's that from then?
I don't know, polythene Pam or whatever it's called.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could well be.
All right, then the worst Beatles lyrics, we'll have those as well.
There's a lot of them to choose from.
There are a lot.
No, I'm not dissing the Beatles.
No.
I'm just saying they wrote, they can't keep up that level, can they?
Gervais, I've heard the songs you've written. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
You're not in a position to disrespect anybody.
Oh, no, I don't.
I'm talking about people on the tube, all right, that can barely speak, all right, that just go with like a kazoo. There's a guy near my tube, he just got a kazoo, and just taps his foot, and then tries to sell lighters to you by playing a kazoo. Right? You can't even disrespect him for his musical ability.
Of course, you're laughing about him now. If that was female, it'd be a whole different story, wouldn't it?
Well, you've got to take it where you can get it.
You'd have a lot of lighters every day, wouldn't you? You'd be struggling down that road with loads of little clippers.
I'd say, I think there's a sad lack of kazoos on the wireless, and I'd have her in here for a quick session.
Well, we better do a competition now.
Okay, yeah, well, we've got these two pairs of pulp tickets? Or
so you've no idea, have you?
I've no idea.
You just want to, we've got there. Oh, can I do this bit? You don't know what you're doing, do you? It's never stopped me, no.
Well,
exactly.
I wasn't going to mention it.
No.
All right, you do it. Go on then. I'll sit over here. I'm out the way.
Okay, how many tickets have we got, Emma?
One pair.
One pair. That's 2 to you, Steve. To give away.
See who?
Pulp.
When?
Next Saturday.
Where?
Finsbury Park.
At what time?
About 9.
And what have people got to do to win tickets? Yeah, now you're stumped.
What? You suggesting I should plan this show?
Yes.
Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
Why?
All right, now listen, I think we should just give people an added reason to phone in with their worst lyrics ever. They can win this pair of Pulp tickets.
Yeah.
And then if we get bored with that in, say, about 10 minutes' time, we'll come up with another reason.
If it'd take 10 minutes for us to get bored. I'll be surprised if we actually bother.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got an ad break, and then I've got a Pulp song lined up.
Before you do that...
Oh, we should tell them what the competition is, shouldn't we?
I just did.
What was it? I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. I really do turn off when you talk.
Emma, what was the competition?
I'm not sure. I wasn't listening.
01715802000. Any ideas what the competition was?
What was the competition?
Yeah.